Welcome back to another episode of Daily Fortnite, your daily podcast about Fortnite. I'm your host, Mikey, aka Mike Daddy, aka Magnificent Mikey, and we're going to talk about the sidekicks that are coming to creative as NPCs. That's right, we're going to go over the details of that. They announced this a few days ago. We'll go over the details. Before we get into that, I wanted to show this cool little. Let's see here. Yeah, there we go. This cool little trailer that they put out, showing that VV Junior, famous Brazil soccer or football player, is coming to Fortnite June 10th. So, the day that this is releasing, that's today. So, be on the ready for that. If you're a VV Junior fan. All right. So there's that. Let's dive into this Sidekick NPC news now. All right. Let's see. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Here we go. All right. Build worlds, build bonds, Fortnite sidekicks now available as NPCs for your islands. Fortnite sidekicks are now available as scriptable NPCs in Unreal Editor for Fortnite UEFN, expanding the types of creature-based games you can build, including monster battlers, cozy farming games, creature collection RPGs, companion adventures, and more. Start building today and publish your islands starting July 23rd. I gotta tell you guys, this is so cool. If you saw the little trailer video they put out for it, they made it look like, like a Pokemon type of thing where you had a card and then you could throw it out and then that summoned your monster. I was actually looking into this recently to see if this was something I could do. This is very cool that this is something that they are making possible to do. My computer cannot run UEFN. I do the maps I've been making lately, I'm just making them in Fortnite Creative. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do this cool stuff that they can do right now. But for anybody, with a computer that can run it, that's interested in building this kind of stuff, I think they're just creating again, like I said, many years ago now, that creative is the future of Fortnite. They're just making ways to create so many type of games, so many different genres of games that just anybody could make that. It just seems real cool. And if you can do it and you're interested in doing it, you should look into it, because there's no better time to get in on something like this, the beginning of this, because you're more likely to catch an audience early and retain that audience if you get in there early and they recognize your stuff early. So if you have the capability of making these things, if your computer is capable of writing UEFN, which I'm guessing most people's are compared to me, like I only upgrade my computer like every once in a very great while, like it's many years in between me upgrading my PCs. So I'm sure a lot of you out there could do it. And again, there's no better time than now, when you have the best chance of getting eyeballs on your thing. But let's keep going with the details here. Customize how sidekicks look, script their behavior with verse, and animate them. You can even bring a player's own sidekick into your game, putting the companion they already know at the heart of your experience. These islands will be eligible for featuring in a new creature-based collection page, along with additional Discover featuring opportunities via Epic's picks and a call out. For details on the creature call out and how to submit, visit the forums. They got a link to that there. Sidekicks as NPCs. Creating Fortnite sidekicks are available through the NPC spawner device and behave like any other NPC. Driven by the same controls and verse APIs you already use, you'll also find new sidekick specific reaction system, NPC underscore sidekick underscore component for following, fetching, fleeing, attacking, and reacting to what's happening in your game. All Fortnite sidekicks are available in the NPC spawner for you to use. Licensed sidekicks like SpongeBob, Itchy, Super Meat Boy can't be used as NPCs. Okay? Note all weapons here can deal damage to sidekicks. You can see the full list of weapons here. So not all weapons can deal damage to sidekicks. And then you can find a list of the weapons that can. Now, again, just make sure, when you're doing this, you're not using licensed stuff that you don't own. When you're doing it, just, be smart about it. Customizing. Shape how each sidekick looks so every NPC feels distinct and part of your game world. A fierce monster, friendly farm critter, or oversized boss. Customization options vary by sidekick, with each one supporting between 4 and 8 preset channels that adjust attributes like body shape, color, and patterns, eye style, distinguishing features, and outfit. You can also adjust each sidekick's size, health, and shield values, and whether they can be damaged by regular weapons. You can't build a new sidekick from scratch, but the variant range is wide enough to give every creature in your island a unique appearance and personality. Again, you can really get in here and, make something completely unique to you. Let's see here. Syncing. With Cosmetic Sync, you can add an NPC that transforms into a player's equipped sidekick, including licensed sidekicks, when they join your island. This means a sidekick NPC you've created takes the form of the sidekick they own, opening the door to richer adventures built around their companions. Whether their sidekick is joining the action, helping on quests, or exploring alongside them, Cosmetic Sync gives you a way to design games where the creature a player already knows becomes part of the experience. And that's just really cool that they are able to do that. Animating. Animate sidekicks with a full library of ready-to-use animation states. 4 new presets: sleep, eat, react, and action cover idle moments, feeding loops, hit reactions, and generic action state. Pair these with the sidekick reaction states already used in Fortnite: happy, dance, emote, angry, worried, and attack. Control rig support will be added in a later release, and you'll be able to author custom animations like bespoke combat, traversal, or signature animations beyond the 4 preset states. Again, so you get a little preview of what these are in the blog post, the different animations you have. But again, coming down the line, this is just only going to get better with what you're able to do. So that's going to be, it's already cool now, but it's going to be extra cool down the line. New galleries, props, and prefabs. And I'll just click through some of the screenshots here of some of the props and prefabs they have here, and then we'll rediscover new assets available in UEFN and Fortnite Creative, designed for the types of games where sidekicks shine. Pet care, treats, toys, grooming gear, and accessories. Plumpton Village, a quaint country life architecture kit and prefabs. Farm and homestead, barns, crop fields, fencing, and training grounds. Updated foliage, new and improved grass and flower options for landscape. Plumpton feature example. They have some beautiful looking screenshots here. Get started with the Plumpton feature example for UEFN, a pre-built homestead perfect for creature companions. This project includes Sidekick NPCs, a farmhouse, crop fields, training grounds, and more. And then there's tutorials and documentation. Learn more about bringing sidekicks to life in your islands. And then they have the links there that, again, give you tutorials and more information if you're really looking into building some of this stuff. All right. So there you go. That's the news on sidekicks as NPCs coming to Fortnite Creative. Or Fortnite UEFN. I shouldn't really say creative because creative is what you can do. Anybody can do within Fortnite. Whatever system they're on. UEFN, you got to be running the Unreal editor for Fortnite on PC. But yeah, that's really cool. So I mean, not only, I guess this news isn't just for people who are looking to create, but those of you that like to spend time in creative, that's something to look forward to, and be on the lookout for these games when they get released. All right, there we go. That's the details of that. Let's go ahead and take a look at how many people are playing this game. At the moment I'm recording this, let's see. We got 396,000 in Battle Royale, 80,000 in Reload. Blitz has 23,000, OG 30,000, Save the World 9,000, Odyssey 11,000, Festival 4,000, Droid Tycoon has 24,000. Let's see here, Creative has 2,000. And if I go take a look at some creator-made modes, let's see. Wait. Steal the Brainrot has 24,000. Go Up for Brainrots has 11,000. Go Goated Zone Wars has 9,000. Peace Control 2v2 has 8,000. Midnight at Chucky's Horror has 592. Limit 1v1 Build Fights 200 Pumps has 208. Throw Egg for Brainrots has 162. Fun Run Parkour 250 levels has 122. And there's a whole lot more to be discovered in the Discover tab. Our peak number was 1,474,335. So again, still at the beginning of this season, but still holding some strong numbers. So that is really, really good to see. All right, let's head on over to the quests. Give you a reminder to be doing these quests. Again, we're in week 1, right? So nothing new yet, but go rescue John Wick's dog. Do these weeklies. Collect as many sprites as you can so you can, get all these rewards for it. You can unlock the different styles for your your sprite mech outfit. Yeah, do the stealth guardian ones. Again, you could see for each one they show you the area that they're in. So for the missing arms, it's in the Wonky Land area. Search cases. For the helmet, that's in the Shaken Sanctuary area. The torso, that's in the Calamari Canyon area. And yeah. And I saw a comment about this already. I kind of it came across my phone as a notification. So for these, if you go to these areas, these cases, they're usually, because I haven't found them all yet myself, they're usually at extraction site. So if you go to extraction site, you're gonna find one, and then usually within the named POI as well. I don't know exactly where they all are. I will look it up for the person that left a comment about that, and then I'll talk about it in another episode, so I can tell you exactly where they are. Your sprite extraction, do your dailies, of course. Again, do enough of them so that you're also getting whatever your bonus one, like the portable extractor is buying. So, do those so that you get all your XP plus, a bonus item to make it easier for you to extract, you know, a sprite in a match if you're really desperate to. And then play ranked for those ranked rewards. All right. Competitive wise, let's see here. I'm recording this on Tuesday evening. Of course, FNCS has been going on, so I'm not going to go over that right now. But for stuff that happened on Tuesday, there was a duos ranked cup. I am looking at NA West. Let's go take a look at the leaderboard and see what's on here. What? Is the leaderboard's not coming back? Okay, well, I might not. I guess for some reason the leaderboard is not showing up, so I guess I'm not going to go over that today, actually. But yeah, it's not coming up. But we will, when the leaderboard is working, we'll make sure that we go over these. Again, I'm recording this on Tuesday. FNCS was happening. Wednesday, there is a reload solo. And then also Wednesday, look it up for whatever your time zone is. The Vinny Jr. Icon Cup is a trios cup. So grab a couple of friends, play the Vinny Jr. Cup, and get Vinny Jr. for free. Again, I really want to be hearing about people from the community playing in these tournaments and earning some free items. Or even if you don't, I just want to hear about your experience and how close you got to getting it. All right. There's our look at competitive. Let's go take a look at the shop, and I will give you my item of the day today. Before I do, I'll remind you that you can get any and all of the items out of the item shop using code Mikey, MMMIKIE, and some of the proceeds will go to help support the show. Okay, I need to scroll through here and take a look at what's in the shop today. I didn't look ahead at all for this one. So, let's scroll through here and see what's in it. Shoot. That might be it. Or let me go back up and just see. Okay. Yeah, nothing else really beats it, I don't think. I haven't done anything for my music reaction channel in a while. For like quite a long while, like probably like close to a year now. I just got too busy and wasn't able to keep up with it. But when I was doing that, which I plan on doing again at some point, but when I was doing that, I discovered Lisa, and great stuff. And then, Lisa came to Fortnite, so just perfect item to have as the item of the day today, because I do really like the music. The outfit looks good. The emotes are good. The song, they have Rockstar in here. Yeah. Which is a great song. So, yeah, good bundle, good outfit, good musician with good jam track in here. So, boom, that's your item of the day today. All right. that's going to be the episode. Before we get out of here, let's go to see if there's any comments from the community. Oh, nothing on YouTube there. Let's go look at Spotify, where Nat says, please post your live event reaction on Spotify for Shattered Event. Sorry, Nat. If you didn't hear, I was at work during the live event. I didn't even get to participate. I just couldn't get into the lobbies on my phone at the time that the event was going on while I was at work. So I just watched streamers do it. So I don't have a video of me playing the event and having a live reaction. Unfortunately, I would have loved to be able to do that, but wasn't able to this time. Hopefully, I'll be able to hit some of the future live events. If they're not happening right in the middle of work, and then, if I'm lucky, they don't happen on a day that I'm at work at all, and I can make a video of it. Let's see here. Player 2 says, could you cover the Assemble the Guardian quest and where to find the cases, please? Yes, that's the preview I saw on a notification on my phone. Like I said, I don't know right at this second, but I will do some research and take a closer look at, figuring out exactly where those are at, so I can give you like some more details about that. So I'll do that soon. And then let's see here. Rixie says, hiya, it's Rixie again. So I finally unlocked the cosmetic decal for the mech sprite skin, the Guardian. I'm genuinely so happy, and Mastery Monday was so great. I got a gold fire sprite and got it to max level. I'm so happy it's my first gold sprite. Nice. Also, it's nice that bosses actually have voice lines and not say gibberish, lol. My favorite boss is Skeletor. I always thought he was funny. Oh, he is hilarious. I also unlocked Heatwave PJ and John Wick's dog, but catch you on the flip side, Rixie. Hey, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Yeah. I really enjoyed Mastery Mondays. Again, I hope everybody took advantage of the fact that it actually went into Tuesday evening. So hopefully you took as much advantage of that as you could. Me Has Name says, what do we think of Fortnite runners? Hey, like I said, for me, it is a 8.5 at this very moment. Could go up, could go down. We'll see. Again, shotguns, not the greatest. AR, overpowered. And again, for me, the audio visual nerf. And I not only playing some matches last night before I went to bed, I ended up watching some reviews. I'll tell you what, you know what, I'm thinking about it so much that I was thinking about it while I was at work today and testing things out. So, as many people know, I am a mailman. Okay, and the facility I work out of, it's like over 200 people. It's a big warehouse. There's machines constantly running. There's people constantly walking around, doing this, doing that, people talking. And when I played a match last night and went into my preview, because I was in the middle of a fight, I knew. So I fought one person, and then some shots came over from a certain direction. And I thought, okay, I know there's somebody over there from that direction. I just have to be wary of them. And then, boom, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they were right on top of me and eliminated me because I had no clue they were there. And then, sure enough, when I went and watched the replay, this person. So, let me look at the map so I can remember where I was when I did this, because that's going to help me explain. I believe I was in the Sunken Shores area. Yeah, I was in Sunken Shores. And there's a lot of water around there, and so they were like across like one of the like river type areas between two land masses. You know, they were on the other side. They ran across. They swam through the water. They got onto the other side of the beach, on the side that I was on. I was standing on, like the side of a dock, and they ran up to it, and then got into a crouch, and then started ducking. But they were like super close to me. They were just like on basically on the other side of the dock to me. I never heard them. Got like as close as they got while they were still running. I should have been able to hear them, but but I didn't, and I got no visual indicator. And then they got into their crouch, and then sure enough, boom, they then you're really not going to hear them. Right? So I was toast. And like I said, I was thinking about it so much today. While I was at work, with all the noise that happens in my station, during my 10-minute break, I was like scanning the the station in this big warehouse, and like watching things and seeing if I could hear them, even with all a bunch of other noise going around. And I'm telling you, I could hear somebody walking. Compared to this character that eliminated me in Fortnite. Like, and the person that I could hear walking in this huge warehouse, they were probably at least 3 times as far away as this character was that eliminated me. I noticed like somebody like had like a bag of chips like across the building that I could hear them open their bag of chips. I'm like, what in the world is going on in Fortnite with the audio visual cues? It's not right. This is like the sound in here. It does not match what I can hear in reality. Right? It cannot be that bad. So people cannot, like, especially be running right up to you, and then you not even be able to have any sort of indicator that they're there. I don't know. So I guess that's going to be like a little tip I can add on to the end of this episode as well, is that use, don't be afraid to get up close, because I actually took advantage of this myself last night. I assume this person that I eliminated didn't hear me coming, because they were running straight, right? And I was behind them, and I was running straight behind them, and I kept getting closer and closer. They at one point stopped, looked at something, or they opened something like a chest. I can't remember, maybe it was an ammo box, but anyways, they stopped and opened something, and I was still running towards them. So I figured this person's going to hear me. They didn't. They kept. Then they started to run again, and then I eliminated. And I'm positive they didn't hear me. Otherwise there would have been a reaction. And when you see bots, they just like randomly know you're there and start firing, right? So I know it wasn't a bot. I knew it had to be a real person, because it acted like a real person. So you just have to be willing to get pretty close to people, and then definitely go into crouch. Crouching is going to be like insane this season, because it's already hard enough for people to hear people walking around and not getting any visual indicator as well of what direction they're in. So don't be afraid to get up pretty close to people, and then get into your crouch, and then just take advantage of the fact that this person could not see or hear you coming. All right. I'm done with that little rant now. So that is going to be the end of this episode. Make sure you go join the daily Fortnite Discord and hang out with us. Follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. Head over to Apple Podcasts, leave a 5-star rating and a written review for a shout out on the show. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss an episode. And until next time, have fun, be safe, and don't get lost in the storm.